how is Hex better than Bitcoin as far as function? And this is a great question. How is this really better than Bitcoin? I'm glad you asked that, Kyle. Hex is better than Bitcoin in so many ways, they're hard to list. Let's just take some easy ones. If you want to buy coffee with Bitcoin, what does it cost? 0.0000000 something. So it's broken for payment. Nobody's going to pay fractions for things. They hate it. Oh, but we could use bits. Can you? Well, why aren't you? Because people get locked into shit and it's very hard to change their minds. So you ain't seeing nobody use bits for anything. Hex was smart, designed by a goddamn genius, and accounted for units ahead of time and said, hey, this is going to be really valuable. What is the proper number of units? Is 21 million the proper number of units? No, actually, the proper number of units is billions. And so right now, Hex is exactly a penny each. God darn, that makes it easy to do transactions with each Hex being worth 1 penny. It makes it very easy to price things like coffee, and you're not paying 0.00000 whatever. So that's just unit bias fixed. What about branding? What's Hex's website? Hex.com. Okay. What's Bitcoin's website? Bitcoin.org. What about Bitcoin.com? It's not Bitcoin's. Oops. So your project, the most important thing to your project, you don't have your .com? Oops. That seems stupid. Satoshi was very stupid for branding something that, one, was a compound word with no uniqueness. So Bitcoin, compound word, is infinitely worse than Hex as a word. It helps to have something that's very memorable. Hex is a vastly superior brand name and domain name to Bitcoin. Now, let's talk about stuff that actually matters. You could 100x the price for 30 million. Try doing that in Bitcoin. People are very excited about this 10% move. The percentages are just much, much lower in Bitcoin because a lower liquidity, newer project has more opportunity. So let's talk about important stuff beyond price and beyond branding and marketing. Security. Bitcoin has had 2 critical security failures. One, which was caught by Bitcoin Cash developer, where anyone could have minted as many free Bitcoin as they wanted to. That was 2 years ago. They had to roll back the chain in 2009 because someone did execute a vulnerability and minted 184 billion extra Bitcoin for free. Oops. So this project has already had 2 critical vulnerabilities. That shit has happened twice because it's spaghetti code and it doesn't have any security audits. It doesn't have any bug bounty program. And it doesn't have the consensus locked and isolated away from the rest of the code. So if you go to improve the wallet in Bitcoin, oops, you can screw up and make it so anyone can mint as many free coins as they want. If you go to improve the networking stack, which is how this last bug happened, they try to reduce latency in the networking stack. Oops, anyone can mint free coins as they want now. Oh, our bad. You're going to continue to have these risks of critical vulnerabilities where the entire system fails because they're not dedicated to security and developers just keep leaving. It's not a good ecosystem currently. What has Hex done to be more secure than Bitcoin? Well, one, it's on a network that's never had an inflation bug ever. Bitcoin's had 2, one of which was executed, one was caught. So you've got more secure. In Hex, the consensus code is isolated and locked in an immutable smart contract that can't be changed by anyone ever. So it's nearly impossible to accidentally screw up consensus by improving other parts of the stack which Hex benefits from. You want 4 transactions a second or you want 2,000? Do you want more expensive fees or lower fees? Do you want more price performance potential and history or worse? Do you want something that addresses a larger market by addressing time deposits, which is a $7.2 trillion market, which is a larger market than printed cash in the United States and China, which is only $5 trillion? So we do payments better by accident. We do throughput better. It's just like everything's better. So it's more secure, faster. Throughput means you could do more. Faster means you got 13-second blocks. So you get your first confirmation in seconds. You want a confirmation in Bitcoin, you got to wait 10 minutes. It's a faster, cheaper, more secure, more price performance, larger feature set, better community, better domain name, better logo, better everything. The only things that Bitcoin does better than Hex is liquidity